Now, once we do this, it's pressed to the dark side. I want to measure these. And I'm going to put it on my grid. And we are at, so I've got it right on this line on the top and on the left side. And it depends how you're comfortable holding your cutter, your ruler, etc., and how you read it. But you find what works for you. And I'm going to use my 5-inch ruler, and I'm going to cut this down to 4.5 inches. Now, you'll notice these rulers have lines that go diagonally across the ruler. And this is 45. It shows you that it's a 45-degree line. Now, other square rulers will have different. We have a 60 and we have a 45. So it depends on what you're going to be working with. And that's a consideration when you buy a ruler. If you're going to do a lot of different types of quilting, you may want to get a ruler that has more options, or maybe your small one will be just half square triangles, and then you can get a slightly larger one that also has the other options. So those are just some things to think about as you're getting started with your journey into quilting as to what some of the options are. So I want to take this corner, 45, and whether I go this way or this way, it doesn't matter. And I just want to make sure it's the line that goes through the center. And I'm going to set this at 4.5 right here and 4.5 right here. So there's my 4.5, and here's my 4.5. Now we need to be careful that our block is straight. Let me see, go this way. And there we go. Okay, and that's a trick. Sometimes if it's not lining up just straight the way you want it here. So see, if I put this straight across here, see how that protrudes over across that line? We're not even talking 1/8 of an inch, but 1/8 of an inch does add up over multiple squares. So I always try and do it as accurately the first time as possible. So we've got a 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch here, and I want to make sure that this meets in that corner. If this is a 1/4 and a 1/4 and this doesn't come all the way to the corner, then you need to take a look at your block and try turning it or measuring it or checking some of the others and just see where the problem may lie. So I'm going to put my 4.5 on this line and my 4.5 here. So I'm using the grid line. I'm using the edge of the fabric. I have the grid line down here, and I have the grid line here. And once everything is lined up, and this is right on my diagonal, it's square. And all I have to do is measure these, is cut these two sides. When you're cutting, put your fingers splayed out across the ruler. Not close to the edge, we don't want to cut it, but we want to have multiple points securing the ruler so it doesn't move while we cut. And I always keep a finger or a thumb off, because that gives me the extra balance of gripping the mat so my hand is less apt to slip. If all my fingers are on the ruler, it's more apt to twist one way or the other. But if I have this there, you notice it doesn't tend to slip as easily. But I want to make sure this is right before I cut it. All right, so a 4.5 inch square after our 1/2 inch seam allowance will end up with 4-inch squares. So when you think about that, when we put two 5-inch squares together, and we have a 1/4 inch seam and a 1/4 inch seam from each piece, that leaves us with a 4.5 inch square when we finish sewing them. The difference with a half square triangle is we have that extra seam, a 1/4 and a 1/4 down the center. So that's why this is 4.5 inches when we cut it. And when we sew it, after that seam allowance is on there, it'll be 4 inches. So your charm square will bump down a 1/4 inch size or a full 1/2 inch with both pieces of fabric as you make your half square triangles. So that's what we do. It's a pretty simple process, and it works really well. and you are going to love half square triangles. The fun is seeing how many different quilts have half square triangles in them. And once you make a few, you're going to become very familiar with how to recognize them and see how they work in a quilt and how they line up in a pattern. You know, whether they're in the center, in the corner, and see, there's not much here to trim, but they are quite prolific in quilting. And you learn how to do this, and it's going to open up a whole new world of quilting options.